Dear learners, how are you feeling today? Hope feeling good and doing well. Come on, let us discuss about exercise 10.3 straight lines grade 11 mathematics CBSE. Question number 1. Reduce the following questions into slope intercept form and find their slopes and the y-intercepts. Okay, first question. X plus 7y equal to 0. Second one, 6x plus 3y minus 5 equal to 0. Third one, y equal to 0. Okay, let us solve the first question and then second, third, one by one we'll go. Okay, the given equation x plus 7y equal to 0. Let us take in the form of y equal to mx plus c. So 7y equal to, when you transpose x to other side of equal symbol, what will happen? 7y equal to minus x. 7y equal to minus x. Then y, we want y. So 7 dividing both sides. What happened? Y equal to minus 1 by 7x plus 0. Here minus 1 by 7 is slope. The 0 is y-intercept. So by equating y equal to mx plus c, where m is minus 1 by 7, that is the slope. Slope is minus 1 by 7. Y-intercept is c, that is c plus c, right? C. The c is equal to 0. So first question answer is minus 1 by 7 and 0. Slope is minus 1 by 7. Then y-intercept is 0. Now let's go to the second question. Second question says 6x plus 3y minus 5 equal to 0. It can be rewritten as 3y equal to minus 6x. So 6x transposing other side will be minus 6x. Minus 5 transposing other side will be plus 5. Okay, now dividing 3 on both sides. What we get? Look at 3 on both sides, minus 6 by 3x plus 5 by 3. Minus 6 by 3 is equal to minus 2. Isn't it? So minus 2x then plus 5 by 3. Here minus 2 stand for slope and 5 by 3 stand for y-intercept. By comparing the equation y equal to mx plus c, this is the in this form. This is y equal to mx plus c form. M is slope. M is equal to minus 2. 5 by 3 is y-intercept. That is c. C is equal to 5 by 3. Okay, second question answer we found. Now same way. Now third one. Let us find. Come on. So third one y equal to 0 directly given. That means 0 times x plus c. C also 0. Slope also 0 and y-intercept also 0. That is the meaning. Y equal to mx plus c. So m plus 0 is there and c plus also 0 is there. And slope also 0 and y-intercept also 0. That is the meaning. Hope you understand how to solve this sum. Okay, come on, let us discuss the next question. Okay, come on, let's go and discuss next question. Question number 2. Reduce the following equations into intercept form and find their intercepts on axis. Okay, first question 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. Second one 4x minus 3y equal to 0. The third one 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. Let us solve the first question. Solution. What it has? It has got solution. First question says 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. So it can be written 3x plus 2y, 12 transposing that side, it will be equal to 12. Right. Then we can divide 12 on both sides. So 3x by 12 plus 2y by 12 equal to 12 by 12. Because intercept form means x by a plus y by b equal to 1. That's why dividing both sides 12. Then what happened? So here x by 4 plus y by 6 equal to 1 because 3 4 times 12, 2 6 times 12. So 12 1 time 12. So equal to 1. So it is in the form of, we can say x by a plus y by b equal to 1. So in place of a here 4 is there. So a value x intercept is 4. In place of b 6 is there. So y intercept is 6. Hence the first answer we got it. Now let's see the second question. Okay. The second question what says 4x minus 3y equal to 6. Here 6 is there. So it can be divided equal to 6. So divided both sides 6. So 4x by 6 minus 3y by 6 equal to 6 by 6. 4x by 6 can be 2 by 3. So 3y by 6 can be 1 by 2. Then equal to 1. Isn't it? So when you simplify. So 2x by 3 and minus y by 2 equal to 6 by 6 is 1. Then we have tried in x by a plus y by b form equal to 1, isn't it? So 2x by 3 can be written x by 3 by 2. X by 3 by 2 minus y by 2 equal to 1. Okay, in place of A is 3 by 2. In place of B is 2 is there. Hence, this question, x intercept is 3 by 2 and y intercept is minus 2. Okay, hope you understand. Now, let's see next question, third question. Look at what third question is given. 3y plus 2 is equal to 0. 3y plus 2 is equal to 0. Here there is no x-intercept, only y is there. So, we can write the same question, we can rewrite 3y equal to minus 2 because transposing to other side minus 2. Then what is y? Then y is equal to minus 2 by 3. 3 transpose that side, it will be minus 2 by 3. But equal to, after you see, y x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. We want 1, isn't it? So, we can divide both sides 2 by 3, minus 2 by 3. If you divide, what will happen? Y by minus 2 by 3 is equal to 1. So, x is missing. So, x by a. So, a value is 0. We can think, and b value is minus 2 by 3. So, according to this question, the value of a is equal to 0 and value of b is equal to minus 2 by 3. So, a stand for x intercept, b stand for y intercept. Hope you got it, isn't it? Come on, let us discuss the next question. Question number 3 from the same exercise. Come on, let us discuss. Question number 3. Reduce the following equations into normal form. Find the perpendicular distances from the origin and angle between perpendicular and positive axis, x-axis, positive x-axis. From the positive x-axis you have to see. So, x minus root 3y plus 8 equal to 0. First question. Second question, y minus 2 is equal to 0. Third question, x minus 4 is equal to 0. Let us take first question. First question, we can multiply. Transposing 8 other side, we will get minus 8. Then multiply negative both sides. What will happen? Minus x plus root 3y is equal to 8. So, x coefficient is minus 1. Y coefficient is root 3. By taking square root of x coefficient square, y coefficient square, we get root 4. Root 4 is equal to 2. That is, by dividing 2 on both sides of this equation, minus x plus root 3y equal to 8. Then what we get? Minus x by 2 plus root 3 by 2y equal to 8 by 2. That is nothing but minus 1 by 2x plus root 3 by 2 is equal to 4. So, it is cos is negative, sin is positive. It means that what happens here, where cos negative, sin positive will get second quadrant. The second quadrant only, you see that here, this is first quadrant, this is second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Second quadrant, cos negative, sin positive. Then 60 degree. Negative 60 degrees. So, negative 60 degree means clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction, it will be 120 degrees. So, x cos 120 degree plus y sin 120 degree, because here they ask positive x-axis there. So, positive means anti-clockwise direction you have to see. So, the value is x cos 120 degree plus y sin 120 degree equal to 4. So, here 120 degree stand for omega. That is, they are asking, right, angle. Angle is omega. Omega equal to 120 degree and the distance, perpendicular distance p equal to 4. That is 4. Okay. Hope you understand. Now, let's see the second question. What second question says? Second question says that here y minus 2 is equal to 0. Second question says y minus 2. So, it can be written 0 times x plus 1 time y equal to 2. So, what is that coefficient square root? If we find 0 square, x coefficient is 0, y coefficient 1, 0 square plus 1 square is equal to 1. So, if dividing 1 both sides, you will get same, isn't it? 0x plus 1y equal to 2. Then where cos 0, 90 degree, cos 0, sin 90 degree is 1. So, x cos 90 degree plus y sin 90 degree equal to 2. That means here angle is equal to 90 degree. That is, angle is equal to 90 degree and the perpendicular distance is equal to 2. That is, omega equal to 90, p equal to 2. Okay. Now, let's see the third question. Third question, this is x minus y equal to 4. So, x minus y, that we can rewrite 1 time x plus 1 minus 1 time y equal to 4. Okay. Here what we get? Coefficients, when you square it, square root of coefficient square plus sum of square of coefficient square minus here x coefficient square plus y coefficient square. Square root of x coefficient 1 square plus minus 1 square is equal to root 2. So, dividing root 2 both sides, what we get? 1 by root 2x plus minus 1 by root 2y equal to 4 by root 2 by substituting here. Then where is sine is where sine is positive and cos is positive, sine is negative. Sorry, cos is positive, so 45 degree. So both cos is positive and sine is negative. That will be fourth quarter. Fourth quarter means it will be 2 pi minus pi by 4. So y sine 2 pi minus pi by 4. Then 2 by 2. So 2 pi minus pi by 4 is nothing but, what is that? We get 315 degrees. 315 degrees. So cos 315 degrees. Then sine also 315 degrees equal to root 2. That means that omega angle equal to 315 degrees and perpendicular distance P equal to 2 root 2. Hope you understand how to solve such kind of problems. Okay. So we discuss next question, fourth question. Okay. Now let us discuss fourth question. Please wait. Come on, let us discuss now fourth question. Question number 4. Find the distance of the point -1, 1 from the line 12 times x plus 6 is equal to 5 times y minus 2. Okay. For this, first you have to reframe this equation, then we have to apply the point -1, 1. Then using distance formula, we can find the distance. Let's go to the solution. What happened? First, so equation 12 into x, 12x. 12 into 6, 72. Then 5 into y, 5y. 5 into minus 2, minus 10. Then transposing 5y and minus 10 to left hand side of equation. What happened? 12x minus 5y plus 82 is equal to 0. Because minus 10 when it comes to plus 10, right? Then on comparing equation 1 with the general equation of the line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. We obtain a equal to 12 and b equal to minus 5 and c is equal to 82. Isn't it? Then it is known that the perpendicular distance d of a line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 from a point x1 y1 is given by d is equal to, there is a formula, right? Modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c whole divided by square root of a square plus b square. This is the formula. Here x1 y1 is -1 and 1. Okay. So the given point is x1 y1 which is equal to -1 1 by applying in the given formula. What is it? A x1, a is 12, x1 is -1. Then b is -5, x2 is also 1. Then c is 82 plus 82 by a square 12 square plus b square minus 5 square. Here what will happen? 12 into -1 is -12. -5 into 1 is -5 plus 82. Numerator if we simplify, what will happen? -12 -5 plus 82. Here 12 square 144, 5 square 25. So 144 plus 25 is square root of 169. So denominator is 13. Denominator square root of 169 is 13. Numerator when you simplify, what will get? Modulus of 65. So 65 by 13 is nothing but 5 units. 65 by 13 is what? Is nothing but 5 units. So the distance of a point -1, 1 from the line is 5 unit. Hope you understand very well. Isn't it? Now let us see next question. Okay, let's see now fifth question. Come on, let's discuss now. Question number 5. Find the points on the x-axis whose distances from the line x by 3 plus y by 4 equal to 1 or 4 units. The distance is 4 units. Then the equation is given x by 3 plus y by 4 equal to 1. We need to find the points. Find the points on the x-axis. Okay, come on, let's discuss now. Here the given equation x by 3 plus y by 4 equal to 1, you can take denominator 12 as a, what is the LCM is 12, 3 and 4 LCM is 12. So what happened? 4x plus 3y equal to 12. Right? So when you simplify this equation, you will get like this, 4x plus 3y equal to 12. So it is in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Here a is 4, b is 3 and c is -12 because c should be this side, no? And this side of equal symbol. That's why c is -12. Then here given point point we do not know. So let us consider a comma 0 because on the x-axis, so x-axis coordinate is a, y-axis will be 0. That's why a comma 0 be the point on the x-axis whose distance from the given line is 4 units. Okay. Now look at here. We need to use the distance formula. What is the distance formula? When ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 on the point x1, y1, then the distance formula d is equal to modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c whole divided by square root of a square plus b square. Isn't it? Here we need to apply the value a equal to 4, b equal to 3 and c equal to minus 1. Then square root of 4 square plus 3 square. When you apply in the equation, what we get? The point is a comma 0. Isn't it? When you apply in the equation, here d is given already 4 units, so d is equal to 4. By applying a is 4 and x1 is a, b is 3 and y1 is 0. Then c is minus 12. By applying, what we will get? The numerator will be 4 times a minus 12. Denominator 4 square is 16. 16. Then 3 square is 9. 16 plus 9 root 35. Square root of 35 is just 5. So right. So here modulus is there. 5 into 4. Here 4. So 4 into 5 is left hand side. Right hand side modulus of 4a minus 12. Isn't it? So modulus is there means it should be both the values plus or minus. So plus or minus of 4a minus 12 is equal to 20. That means two possibilities of getting answer. 4a minus 12 equal to 20 or minus times 4a minus 12 equal to 20. Look at like this. 4a minus 12 equal to 20 or minus times 4a minus 12 equal to 20. Now here if we simplify, what will happen? 12 transposing that side will be 4a equal to 12. 32. 4a equal to 20 plus 12 is 32. 4a equal to 32, then a is 8. In this case, what happened? Minus times 4a minus 12 is equal to 20. Then minus transposing that side will be minus 20. Then minus 12 transposing that side will be plus 20. So we'll get 4a equal to minus 8. So a equal to minus 2. So there are two possibilities of points. 2 points we'll get. Those 2 points are the required points on the x-axis are minus 2 comma 0. Isn't it? Here minus 2, the y coordinate point is 0, minus 2 comma 0, and another one is 8. So 8 comma 0. So this is the required points on the x-axis. Hope you understand well. You can share this video to your friends. At the same time, you can subscribe this channel without fail. You can give your valuable comments too. Let us see next video in connection with same exercise, question number 6 onwards. Till then, thank you. Bye-bye. See you.